All right. Yo, Bucket, what's going on, man? Dude, how's it going? And yo, what's going on, Blitz? How are you doing as well? Ready for story time, dude, same. PAX ended up being kind of a last minute thing for and it ended up being kind of a last minute thing for Pez and I to go to, and we weren't even originally planning on going yesterday. And excuse me. Oh geez, we weren't even planning on going yesterday, and it just worked out that we were able to. So it ended up deciding to go there because I figured it would be good to go back for a second day, because I had a lot of fun and there were some things happening today and people I wanted to see, and it was well worth it. Like, PAX was, I'd never been to an event like that before, and you know, and it was kind of nice how it was kind of nice timing. It was kind of nice timing with getting partnered too, because like Twitch definitely does take care of you when you go to events as a partner. So that was really nice too, and got to hang out with all kinds of cool people, make some new friends. Like, it was great. Like, it was just an awesome experience and well worth every sacrifice to go there. Yo, Storm, what's happening, man? How are you doing? Yo, I'm ready for the new emotes too. They are just about ready to go. So all I need is for everything to be made official account side, and then we're Gucci. Then we got a bunch of new emotes, which I'm super excited about. Definitely super excited to show those off to you. Also, I only just realized how bad my voice sounds right now. Trust me, I'm not feeling as bad as my voice sounds. I'm probably just a little congested or something. It's all good though. What's up, Fat CJ? Thanks for the good luck, man. Hope you're having a good day today so far. Wow, that was really scary. Very scary. All right, not bad. Not bad at all. What was that noise, by the way, that just happened? I don't think I've ever heard that noise before. Oops. I guess I could have just done slide spins through there. The armadillo is concerned for Crash's well-being when Crashes just shows up with jeans and shoes. It's like, what are you doing, man? Animals don't need clothes. And why are you moving so fast? What's the rush, man? All right. Good start. Is the game Knack or something that good? I feel like I vaguely remember Knack being mentioned, but I don't remember exactly what it is. Yo, Zekro, what's happening, man? Dude, PAX was amazing. Like, PAX was so fun. A lot of awesome things. You know, a lot of awesome people I met, new friends I made. Some cool games, too, actually. Got to play. I've waited to play games until yesterday because on the last day the lines are not quite so bad. And got to play the new Shovel Knight. Got to play a couple of really cool indie games as well. One of which is a game called Shapes and Beats, which is a rhythm game. It's kind of like a rhythm, like bullet hell, like Toho type game, and that was really cool. You get to play as you get to play as you can play with up to 4 players, and it's basically just survive. It's survive, and the music is really good, so it kind of ticks all the boxes for like a fun, like cool, kind of like offbeat type game. What's up, Super Dito and Fuzzy Monkey? How are you guys doing? Yeah, Shovel Knight like is really cool. That was like the first time I got to play a Shovel Knight game, and it was really neat. Definitely a learning curve. Definitely a learning curve since if you're not used to it, but it was so fun. Thank you for the good luck, by the way, Fuzzy Monkey and Super Dito. PAX is Penny Arcade Expo. It's a huge event in the United States for video gaming in general. So a lot of like big companies like Sony, Microsoft, a lot of big companies like Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo comes, like all of these companies, like, you know, Twitch and Discord come as well. Like, basically anybody who's anybody in gaming, and, you know, a lot of indie developers too made appearances, and it was amazing. Like, got to talk to like the developers of like some both indie and not so indie games. Got to hang out with like other Twitch streamers and gamers, and like it was just a blast. Like, it was just an overwhelmingly awesome experience. What's up, Gamer Try Dying? What's up, Khan? How are you guys doing? It is nice to be back. I definitely felt bad for, you know, taking some time like away from the stream as well, because I do miss you guys, and I definitely love to be here too, and I wish I could do both. I wish I could go to PAX and stream at the same time. But it's good to be back, and PAX was just an incredible event. Was it at PAX East when they showed Hang 8? I couldn't remember exactly what event it was, but hopefully they give us something equally awesome as a teaser in March for PAX East. Yes, and in convincing and fashion, Con. I had a feeling that day was coming where somebody would grind really hard in every category and basically, you know, get that sub 320 or get close to a 315, and Rico did exactly that. I'll see what I can do, Storm. What's up, Poonage? How you doing today, buddy? They banned slide spinning from Insane Trilogy speedruns while I was away. Too bad. We're gonna do it anyway. That would be the day. No, PUBG is not coming out on PS4 that I know of. I believe it's Xbox only. I did not play PUBG though. I didn't have time to go around and try PUBG on console. If they ever banned like the main movement tech for any speed game, I would be really concerned about that. It ain't exactly like a trading card game, where if you have a card that's too powerful, you ban it. Oh, oops. It just doesn't work like that. I don't know if any of the movement is really a glitch, Zekro. It seems like everything's kind of intended. Like, neutral slide spin is technically a glitch, but I think slide spin's not really. There's like a committee of sorts. Like, there's some people, the community really decides, you know, how they want to speedrun the game. And it's different sometimes for, each game. You alright, you think? Well, I think I'm alright, too. I sound a little congested, and I'm feeling, I hope I don't have, hoping I didn't catch Pax flu, but I'm feeling very, very good. In spirit, at least. What's up, Flareon and Suscree? How are you doing? Thank you for stopping by, though, Flareon. Hope you're having a good day at school so far. I must be excited? Oh, for school, I see. Never mind, it was not, I don't think that was intended for me. Does the glitch high jump still count as a glitch in Insane Trilogy? I mean, a glitch is technically something not intended, so, but they, I believe, deliberately put glitch high jumps in here, so I don't believe at this point that it would be considered a glitch. We still call it the glitch high, because, you know, it's just the name of the movement, and it works, like, very similar, but technically it's not a glitch, if it's intended. By most people's definitions, at least. I guess you go from one type of school to a different type of school, Blitz. And that's kind of something that my friends and I joked about when we were in college. We were like, man, I love college. Like, you love the lifestyle aspect of college, but then it's like, man, I hate going to school, though. You know, when you go to class and have to do exams and all that jazz. Oops. Okay, that was kind of weird. Happy late Labor Day. Yo, thanks. That made it, like, nice and easy, too, to go yesterday, at least with, like, my girlfriend, because she didn't have to take off work or anything. And it was definitely really cool. And that's part of the reason, I think, why they're able to make it a 4-day con and have, like, Monday be a day of the con. It was a little awkward when we went to go find something to eat after the con closed, because a lot of places were closed. But it was still really nice. Is it on the 1st of May in your country, Con? It does, though, Blitz. That's true. Very true. It's 1st in May in all of Europe. Oh, really? Very interesting. This guy needs to get out of the way. Thank you. What's up, Ninjamos, by the way? How are you doing? And yo, Ben Nintendo. Dude, hope you had a good first day in secondary, by the way. Because I think, if I remember correctly, some countries just straight up don't have a Labor Day. Like, it's just not something that's recognized. That's because it's the first day, and we haven't gotten to final exams yet, Con. Dude, I will take that gold split, though. I gotta say. I wonder why the change during that time. I wonder if it was, like, change for change's sake, or if it was, like, if it was change for change's sake, or if it was, there was a certain significance to that day. The pits. The Natali di Roma? What is that? Zekro? Oh, the Foundation of Rome. Gotcha. I hate that, Poonage. Like, if you like lose your keys or your phone or something, like, you gotta put everything on hold until you get it back. Some teachers are that way, Ben. You know, maybe that will subside. You know, maybe it's one of those things where the teacher is like a little bit bummed about summer ending, you know, or if something bad happened to them like over the weekend. So I wouldn't sweat it. It's just the first day. Yo, Madoc, what's happening, buddy? How you doing? And yo, thank you for the good luck. I do appreciate it. Alright, Crystal taken care of. Oh, wow. That was kind of close. I'm, like, very surprised. Did I manage to fend off the groupies? No, it was actually, it was actually kind of funny because, I finally got to meet Spike Vegeta, and there was a group of people, like Spike, Kizaron, and, like, some other, BJW and some like other speedrunners that had a panel, and got to meet all of them and hang out with them for a good amount of yesterday and today. And it was actually kind of funny because, you know, when we're walking around PAX, you know, every once in a while somebody would stop Spike in particular and be like, "Hey, you're Spike Vegeta, right? From the GDQs." He's like, "Yeah." And then like the whole group had to stop for a second. While he was talking to them, and which was really cool, and like it was really fun to see that. And you know, and it's always nice when somebody, you know, comes and finds you and, you know, and says hi, or like, you know, thanks you for, you know, for what you're doing. But you know, sometimes we did get interrupted, you know, while we were on our way somewhere, you know, by people stopping like various members of the group. Though it was mostly Spike that got stopped. That was pretty cool. I never really, you know, experienced that before. So that was like a new thing to me. But it was a blast. Like all the games I got to play there. Oh, a game I forgot to mention was Super Meat Boy Forever. That game is really awesome. I think that has some like really interesting like speedrun potential when it does come out. I don't know exactly like when it's supposed to release, but what I did play of it, what I did play of it at PAX was pretty cool. And one of the big things about Super Meat Boy Forever is that it's auto movement. So basically your movement, like you're moving forward in the level, is automatic. You have to do jumping, you know, all the combat mechanics and everything. Like there's some new mechanics to where you can actually like attack enemies and like duck under things. It's very different, and it sounds bad when you consider like, oh, it's just it sounds bad when you consider like, oh, you're not even moving the character, like what's going on. But like, even if you're not moving the character yourself, like with a control stick, all of the other stuff that you still have to do is still really hard. And if anything, it makes it even harder sometimes because you can't stop and think about a certain part of the level if you get stuck. Like you have to just keep going and do it on the fly, basically. Yes, another Super Meat Boy, Madoc. Super Meat Boy Forever. You can already see the headlines now, can't you, Zekro? Some people are good people, though, Khan. Some people are not so good people. That's kind of what it comes down to. What's up to King Jeffrey, by the way? How are you doing? I do too, honestly. Like, the game looks super fun from what I've tried, and it definitely is not easy. It definitely maintains the Super Meat Boy difficulty. I don't think I've played Geometry Dash, so I'm not sure. So I'm not sure if it's like Geometry Dash, but if it does have like the same kind of auto move forward stuff, then yeah. Then I would say it fits the description. What's up, Mag? The Mag of Toths. How are you doing today, buddy? Doing good programming, making games? Oh, cool. What sort of game are you making? Or like what are you working on? If you don't mind me asking, of course. Or if you can answer. Good, just chilling? Nice to hear, man. Done a lot of that over the past couple of days, that's for sure. Alright, so I'm gonna ignore these boxes because I don't want to get third mass form again. Oh, something in VR, very cool. My girlfriend actually, for one of her technical electives in college, did a VR course because a couple of researchers from Oculus Rift were on staff at her university, and they taught a VR development class, and she had a blast with that, and it looked like really fun to develop VR stuff, and a very interesting challenge too, because you have to be really careful not to make people sick. And it creates like a really interesting constraint on like how you make the game. You know, it's very different from how you make like any other game. Oh, that's right. It doesn't work that way anymore. There we go. I feel like Tomba would be like an interesting game to revisit, but I don't know if that will happen, just because I don't know if Tomba has the reputation or the popularity required to do that sort of thing. A VR crash party game. First of all, it needs to be in first-person perspective. Which may prove to be a problem. Alright, there we go. For the Switch? Yeah, people were waiting in line for a long time, actually, to play Skyrim VR. But it looks really awesome. Like, people were telling me about it after the fact. And some of the stuff you can do with the PlayStation Move controller, where you can actually, like, you can actually do some of the fight moves on your own and everything. Like, it's in a really rough state, like Skyrim in VR, but... And, like, I know it's Skyrim, I know it's really old, but, like, that just seems so cool to me. And that's probably the game I want to play in VR the most, other than some kind of racing sim. Yo, what's going on, Pander, Sarah, Levante, and Jordan? How are you guys doing today? PAX was amazing, Jordan. Like, holy shit. If you guys can ever go to a PAX, whether it's PAX East, PAX Prime, you know, like I went to... Or I guess it's called PAX West now, isn't it? Please go. It is amazing. There's no shortage of things to do, people to see and meet. It was an incredible experience. I've never really been to like an expo type event where you just have like all of these video games there for you to try and all this technology and so on. It was literally just heaven. Like even just walking around the venue and just kind of gazing at all of the things you could potentially have. Or things that the cutting edge of like what's coming next. It's just incredible. Oh, are you using Unreal Engine, King Jeffrey? Thank you for the welcome back, by the way, Pander Sarah. I do appreciate it. It's good to be back. Like, I definitely missed you guys and like streaming And like, I definitely miss streaming, you know, after not doing it for you know, for a few days. I wasn't even gonna go to PAX yesterday originally, and then I came across passes for Monday, like yesterday, and a lot of the people, you know, some of the people that I had met beforehand, were coming back the next day, of course, and that there were some other things going on that day that really, really enticed me to go for an extra day, and it was worth it. Like, I definitely had an amazing time, and it was definitely a really good experience overall. Whoops. Unreal Engine's more powerful, though, isn't it, King Jeffrey? Like, you can do more with it than you could, like, a Unity engine? Or am I just wrong about that? Oh, yeah, I feel like it would be really... It would be, like, a totally different experience to go nerd out in, like, Japan or China, where you have this, like, totally different approach to technology. You know? I think that would also be really fun. Yeah, it's like the crowd didn't really bother me too much. It was just, you know, like it was crowded, but it didn't feel like I couldn't move around, or it felt like it didn't feel like there were too many people there, you know, and I could still find everybody that I needed to find, you know, and I didn't really feel like it was too big necessarily. Like, I think the event handled the size, like, really well. Is it really that much cheaper for you to fly to Asia than it is to come to America, Jordan? I wonder what makes it so much more expensive. Oh, I see. So, like, you kind of have to make some of your own stuff in Unity that, like, comes with Unreal at the cost of, like, it not being super intuitive, maybe. Yeah, I do wonder why. It kind of strikes me as odd, you know, especially if it's like a similar distance of flying. I don't know, man. I guess I should just be lucky that I'm already here. I think it would definitely be more expensive on average, though, for me to go to Asia than it would be for you to go to Asia. It kind of depends on it kind of depends, though. Like, if you can find a really good deal, then that would be awesome. But average price to average price is probably not so good when you're traveling that far. Yo, what's going on, AJ and Big Bad Riggs? Thank you for the host, by the way, Bad Riggs. I appreciate it. What isn't up? Like, holy shit. PAX was tremendous. And it was so nice to have it, like, in my backyard, too. Like, one of the biggest events in gaming is, like, a 15-minute drive. You know? Not even 15 if there's no traffic. You know, just all you gotta do is pop downtown, and it's just, like, it's amazing. To have that sort of thing close by. And it was a great time. Got to play super fun games, both indie and not so indie. There were, you know, got to meet all kinds of different people. Got to meet some streamers. Got to meet some, you know, some really cool developers actually, who were working on like the Super Meat Boy Forever, you know, Sheeps, and like some of the indie games. It was cool. Like, it was really, really cool. And I was just so like overwhelmed, but in a good way, to be there. That's fair, Jeffrey. I can understand. You know, with great power comes great syntax, I suppose. What's up, Standout and Tiptoe? How are you guys doing? Did I meet Edmund McMillan? I didn't I'm not sure. I may have. But I didn't get everybody's name, so I'm not like... So I don't know if I actually met him or not. But maybe. If he was at the booth... If he was at the booth yesterday, then yes. But I have no way of you knowing that. So that might be a mystery, at least until next time. Do 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 do. Wow, that was a little close. Do 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 bum 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 bum. Dude, I'm sorry to hear that, Tiptoe. I'm sorry to hear that you're not doing so well lately, man. Dude, I hope we can help you out too, and I think we can. I got a good feeling about that. All right, sounds good, Jeffrey. Okay, cool. I had like half of my shadow on the box, and I was really not sure if I was going to make it. Nice little best egg here, too. Definitely not going to complain about that. What's happening, Glow Glow, by the way? How are you doing today? Alright, Snow Go 2. Let's see if I remember how to do this. This might be a little rusty. Yo, what's going on, Reapers? How you doing? And that's good to hear, Glow Glow. I'm glad you're doing fine. I'm definitely feeling like exhausted because PAX was definitely a lot of walking around. It was definitely long days at the event, but it was super fun, like, and well worth it. Well worth the sacrifice. What's up, Fat Panda? I know I remember you, man. How are you doing? Oh, geez. There we go. No, you're probably still having issues, Dark Reapers. Nothing appears to be acting up on my end. Doing good? Well, that's good to hear, Fat Panda. I am feeling pretty amazing myself. Like I said, a little bit tired from, from all of the PAX shenanigans, but honestly, it's been well worth it. Like I've really enjoyed. I really enjoyed my experience at PAX and got to meet some amazing people, and it was just an absolute blast to be there. Yeah, no problem, Tiptoe. Dude, I'm sorry to hear that your tour to Venice was not super great, man. I can definitely understand, how it might feel like a bummer if your vacation just doesn't go as planned. Vacations are important, you gotta let loose and let go every once in a while. So it kind of sucks if you feel like you're not really able to do that. Back to school today? Yeah, everybody goes back to school today. Like the local schools go back, my schools back home go back. It's that time of the year, but summer does come to an end eventually, and you know what? It's going to be here next year too. So that's the good news. Oh, there we go. Unlock the extra part of the level where you get the red gem. There's a secret entrance. There's a secret exit in Air Crash where after the first checkpoint, if you bounce on the boxes in the water instead of grabbing the water board, there's a platform over to the right that's got nothing on it. If you land on that platform, then you get taken to the secret warp room, which unlocks the next entrance of Snow Go. Ordinarily, we don't even play that part in original Crash 2 because we can get the red gem early, but in this game, since we can't, we've got to do it properly, so to speak. What's going on, Reese? How's it going? And yes, I am from the US, Fat Panda. It sounds like it is, Dark Reapers. I'm not sure if you can hear me right now, so a mod may need to relay this, but please, but yeah, get in contact with Twitch support or whisper a mod to have them help you. With getting things back up and running. Yo, Crody, what's up, man? Thanks for the good luck. Well, hopefully you do succeed with your exams. Hopefully you do succeed with your exams, Glow. Thanks for the good luck, Crody, by the way. And yo, what's going on, GamePro? Thanks for the good luck from you as well. How are you guys doing today? No, I'm not, Fat Panda. That is in Texas, which is farther south than where I live. But there is, however, and I live on the West Coast, so the hurricanes and storms have not affected me, thankfully. Though it is pretty bad, you know, what's going on down there. And that there's apparently like a Category 5 hurricane that's coming through soon. Actually, I think it's this weekend. I think it's this weekend or early next week is when I think the hurricane's supposed to hit. And it looks like it looks like it's gonna go like just to the south of Florida. So, currently, but we're still a few days out as far as tracking it goes. What's going on, Games Review, Krebsvik, and Stika? How are you guys doing? Yo! Did you guys just see that? Dude, I was totally like soft locked, like out of movement there. And somehow, it was fine. I was just able to basically bash through that seal that was on the ground. And thankfully, I was able to recover from that. After the fact, but that was really weird. Yeah, it is pretty severe, Panda, and thank you. I'm definitely glad too. Yo, nice game, Pro. What's the new PB, by the way? And thank you all for the good luck, by the way. That didn't happen yet, Sika. The blind race is happening on this Sunday. It was originally going to be this past Sunday, but then PAX happened, so we moved it to the 10th, which will be this coming Sunday. I know it, Crody, but I'm not consistent at it. I'm not consistent enough at it to do it in runs, so I probably won't be doing it today. But if I do get more consistent at it, then I'll start trying it again in runs. But I was trying it for a while, and it was just not going well enough. You know, I was just losing runs on the spot. So hopefully we'll get more consistent at it and be able to incorporate that in. All right, Dark Reapers, hopefully Twitch starts working for you soon, man. What's up, Brad B Gaming? Thanks for the good luck. What's happening, Yang? I did not say that. I said I was going to be streaming Tuesday through Friday this week. So normally Wednesday would be a day off, but because I took an extra day at PAX yesterday, I'm going to just stream through Wednesday. So I'll be streaming for today, and or be streaming for the next 4 days through Friday. So my next day off would be a Saturday. So every day from today until Friday, I will be streaming. When am I going to blind race Trek 2? Ask me in about 35 years, Sekro, and I'll let you know. Get back to me when I'm 60. Uh-huh, sure I did, Yang. Sure I did. Oh, it's okay, Sika. But yes, it is on. The blind race will be on the 10th, this coming Sunday. Yeah, when you get the Green Gem Game Pro, that will definitely help you out quite a lot. And that's awesome, by the way, on your PV. Congratulations. Hey, you might be one day though, AJ, and I certainly hope so. Like that would definitely be awesome. That sounds about right, Zekro. Dude, go for it, AJ. That would be sick. What's up, William? How are you doing today? Just started playing this game and you're finding it hard to get past the high road. Don't worry, a lot of people have found it hard. The bridge levels in Crash 1 are definitely really hard to get past. Do you know what specific part you're having trouble with? Or is it nothing in particular? No, that's good, Zekro. Definitely need somebody to help keep things straight sometimes. Doing the people's work. Yo, Sonic, thank you for the host, by the way. Whoa. Okay. I do appreciate you, man. Bouncing on the turtles? Oh, try doing rope strats. It's a little bit tricky to get everything lined up properly, but I would definitely try learning rope strats to where you can stand on the rope and get around the turtles that way. Because bouncing on the turtles can be pretty tight. Gets 2 masks. Doesn't get hit by the plants whatsoever. Has 1 mask, gets hit by the plants every time. That's just Murphy's Law when it comes to speedrunning right there. Thankfully, I was on the good side of that. Yo, Jorge, what's happening, buddy? Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to just do that. How was PAX? Amazing, Jorge. It was unbelievable. If you guys can ever make it out to a PAX event, please do so. It is a awesome event, and I had such a blast. I had such a blast, like meeting people, like playing games, like I'd never seen so many things on display before. Like it was amazing. And I had such a great time, like, experiencing everything. It was, like, overwhelming, you know, when I first walked in, too. I was just totally taken back by what I was seeing. And it was great. It was honestly fantastic. I don't have an uptime command, William, but the stream has been live for about as long as the speedrun has taken so far. What's up, Sonic? PAX is Penny Arcade Expo. It is a huge expo show for video games in general. Video games and video game accessories. Like big companies come, like Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, Logitech, Razer, you know, and basically you name it. Twitch is there, Discord is there, and also some indie games as well, which if you're into that is really cool. There's something for everybody, really, if you're interested in gaming, like even tabletop gaming, for sure. It's, it is just an absolute blast. Like, I had such a good time there. What's up, Glinny? I did not. I know he was there, but I did not see Dr. Disrespect. Because I think he was doing, like, a stream at in one of the Twitch booths for a while. And then he, like, had a meet and greet at the Discord lounge, like, early in the day on Sunday. But I didn't even get into the building until it was almost time for that to end. So, so that wasn't gonna happen, of course. Maybe next year, though. Sometimes I forget that, too, Sonic. It's okay. Yeah, the emote LOL is now global. It kind of looks a little bit like Dan's game, though. And like if you look at Dan's Gaming's LOL emote, it's like kind of funny how like similar they look. Who did I meet? Oh, hang on. I met some people that were, I met like a lot of other streamers mostly. I did also get to talk with some developers about about the games I was playing, and I got to check out some really awesome games. But got to meet and hang out with Spike Vegeta, Rom Scout, Kizaron, BJW, like pretty much everybody in the speedrunning panel, and it was really awesome. Like we all just kind of hung out for a while, and it was a blast. Like it was really fun to get to meet them finally, and it was a great time just hanging out with them, playing games, and you know, everything in between. Oh, I thought I could press R1 in time, but that's okay. What's up, sir? Sir Pated. How are you guys? How are you doing today? I called you? Not that I'm aware of. But I might have said your name by accident. Sometimes I'm talking to somebody and I'll say like another person's name by accident. So I do apologize for the false alarm. That's okay. But yeah, it was just an absolute blast. The best person I met? Honestly, everybody. Like, I had such a good time with everybody. You know me, I can't pick favorites anyway. It's just impossible for me to pick a favorite in anything. Hashtag one day. One day, all of the better Twitch and Franker Facey global emotes will become just regular Twitch global emotes. There definitely are some that I'm surprised have not been made into global emotes. Glad to hear you're doing fine, sir, by the way. Hope your meal is treating you well so far. The old one I'm used to, Magatoth, but like the new one I can definitely like get used to as well. Oh jeez. Yeah. Whoa, what was that? Dude, I just like kept falling. That was so weird. But yeah, I just did a bad charge jump. That's okay. Best Crash game? That's really hard to say. Like a best Crash game of all time. I mean, I do like Crash 1 in the Insane Trilogy, as I've mentioned before. Of the old games, like it's pretty close between Crash 2 and 3. That is a plus side, though, Mag, of having LOL be a global emote, is everybody can see it. And yo, what's going on, Jungle Jack? It does. Each of the games do record broken boxes at the checkpoint, so you're good to go. And how are you doing, by the way, Jungle Jack? The best one is Boom Bang? I was gonna say, where's Zekro on this one? I know Zekro likes Boom Bang. Alright, sounds good, Tiptoe. Hope you enjoy your dinner. We'll see you in a little bit. It seems like he does, Zekro, that's for sure. For sure, man. Yeah, the camera like glitched or something to where suddenly I would just kind of kept falling, and I was hoping that I wasn't just stuck, because I think I just fell down wherever I was. Like, I think I just fell down wherever I was, and I was really nervous that I was gonna be like soft locked or something. What's going on, Escar? How are you doing today? Oh, I love how easy that jump is. It's like, it feels super swag, but it's not actually like too difficult to pull off. It's kind of the best of both worlds. Like I mentioned before, GamePro, I'm not consistent enough at it for me to feel comfortable trying it in runs at this point. So, we're not gonna do Road to Ruin skip, and we're gonna do it in 2 visits instead. A very small amount, Escar, but not on Twitch. On Twitch, it's English only. Hope you understand. But I remember Spike mentioning that he thinks it only saves about a minute or so, which is okay. So like, obviously I want to save that minute because that would be, you know, I want to have a great run and save an extra minute, but it's not like the end of the world. It's not like I'm losing 3 minutes or something for not doing it, which is okay. You know, it makes it hurt a little less basically. Man, that's hard. No! Okay, cool. That was almost really bad. Alright. We're good though. We're good though. We're not gonna suffer the humiliation of dying just before a checkpoint this time. Maybe next time though, but not this time. Do. Something words? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, Escar. Might want to try again. Okay, cool. We didn't actually get hit by the toxic barrels. Because normally if I don't get hit by the flame or the rat, I'll get hit by the toxic barrel after the fact. This is a rare occasion where I just didn't get hit at all. It takes effort, Magatoth, I know. It's a lot of extra effort. People are cool, though. I gotta admit. Oh yeah, I can just do this, can't I? I don't have an extra mask in case I get hit by one of these guys, but I think the opportunity to save time if things go well is definitely worth it. Just made yourself apertas? What are those, Sekro? I feel like I've heard of them before, but I'm not, like, I don't remember what they are exactly. Oh man, I wonder if I should go to the left so that way I don't bonk off of the pipes. Do 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 do. Aperol and Tassoni? Is it a citron drink? Oh, is it like a alcohol drink then? And yo, Burgess, how are you doing? My weekend was amazing, and I really did enjoy PAX. It was a crazy experience. It was an unbelievable experience, honestly. Like, I've never really been to a show like that before where, you know, you get to see, like, all these cool, like, all these cool games, game accessories. Like, you get to try stuff. Like, you get to try some indie games, too. Get to meet people, developers, like, other streamers, like, Twitch staff. Like, it was a blast. Like, I had such a great time, at PAX. And I'm super excited for TwitchCon, too, coming up, in October as well, which is definitely a different, and that's going to be like a totally different experience too, because that's like all about Twitch and streamers and connecting with viewers and communities and, you know, all kinds of sweet stuff. What's up, Mansoor? Thank you very much, man. I do appreciate it. It is definitely an honor, and I'm really, you know, I'm really humbled. I'm really humbled to be a partner. And thank you very much. Like, I really do appreciate the kind words. How are you doing, by the way, Mansoor? I feel like it's been a little while. Hopefully things are well for you. Oh, crap. That's okay. We just broke a checkpoint. Alright, sounds good, Fat Panda. But yeah, if you guys could ever make it to a PAX, please go. It is just a crazy, crazy good time. And so many different things to see. Holidays are nice, but back to work. Yeah, I definitely... some of the... My girlfriend and some of the other people we were hanging out with, you know, definitely felt that too. You know, like the post-con depression where you're like at the very end of the con and it's like, you know, paradise is over and you got to go back to work. For me, I guess I didn't feel it as much, partially because me going back to work is streaming, which is freaking awesome. But I definitely can understand where they're coming from, and I felt that before. I understand where you're coming from too, for that matter. It's okay though. There will definitely be more holidays. And work isn't so bad once you get used to it again. Okay, so Air Crash 2. I have like no time to save on this split. I was gonna make a comment about how much time I had to save, and then I looked over and it says 0.32. I'm like, well, there goes that neighborhood. I look younger. I wonder why. Is it my haircut? Definitely not getting younger. I don't believe I am the curious case of Benjamin Button. Though I guess I could be, and you guys may not know the difference. Maybe things aren't always as they seem. I'm just kidding, though. Alright, sounds good, Game Pro. Thanks for the good luck, buddy. Hope you have a good rest of your day at work. Okay. I wasn't sure if I could go for that, but then I became more sure, and thankfully it worked. What's up, Deek Tay? How are you doing today, buddy? Bum bum ba-da-dum ba-bum. Bum 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 ba-bum bum. That bonus music is like so chill. It's definitely like some of my favorite in the game. How can I break those faster? It kind of bothers me that I feel like I have to sit there and wait, and I feel like I don't need to. But I want to like figure out some kind of way to do that without having to damage abuse. Glad to hear you're doing well, by the way, Deekte. This is the first run of the day, and it's going pretty well so far. Hopefully it keeps doing that. But anything can happen. We're coming up on Warp 4 as well, which tends to be a tough customer. Excuse me. The spin jumping does not work the same way that it did in the original game, Zekro. It does not work the same way. I somehow saved a second though, which is pretty cool. On my split where I had no time to save. So I'll take it. Yeah, you can't bring a mask into Tiny anyway, but it's nice to have a couple masks for when you're going through that waterboard part. Oops, there we go. It's nice to have the extra insurance. Tiny, there we go. It might just be that you do have to damage abuse and be very careful. when you're going through the last part. Sweet. Alright, first cycle, so far, so good. Oh, crap. Whew, okay. Okay, now. What's up, Bankster? It's alright, man. I totally understand. It's that time of year for people to go back to school. So I totally understand. Hope you're off to a good start, though. Hope you're off to a good start at school, though. But hopefully it stays that way. Alright, so that was pretty good. Had to do a little bit of futzing around with the last 2 cycles. But that went pretty well. All things considered. Tiny actually did get a little bit cleverer in between the original games and the Insane Trilogy. He's definitely gotten a little bit better. There are some times in the boss fight where he can kind of juke you out. You know, he's like a little bit sharper, it seems like. And yeah, at least there wasn't none of that trolling mag. That would have been bad, because like if you die in the 3rd cycle, that can definitely cost a lot of time. But thankfully, it went pretty well. Can't complain. All right, sounds good, Jorge. Hope you have a good haircut, man. Hopefully, you come back looking super swag. Really? Ah, okay. So this was the Nitro decided, hey, it looks like you're on a pretty good run, buddy. It would be a shame if something were to happen to that. That's okay, though. At least the checkpoint was pretty close by. Alright, so that was kind of good timing. Okay, good. Whew, okay. Whew. Big relief. Start school in 10 days? Nice, Zekro. Glad you get a nice delayed start. Enjoy it while it lasts, man. But yeah, the RNGs were kind of blessed. Not perfect, AJ, but it was not bad for the tiny boss fight. Yo, welcome back, Fat Panda. I was a little bit worried for a second there that I was going to get the situation where I land on top of the box wall and then just, like, slide off. That would be bad. That's fair. It feels late to me. So it's all a matter of perspective. Sweet. I'm glad they got rid of that little gap between the metal platforms and the exit platform for the bonus that was there in the original game, because I've fallen down in between that gap thinking I could just slide across it more than I'd like to admit. Whoa, that Nitro was like, hey, what's up, buddy? I just wanted to give you a hug, man. Checkpoint first, then mask. It's all good, though. Even though, like, we technically don't have invincibility for hanging out, this was still a very good ruination. Very good ruination overall. Do 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 do. Pretty goo. There is some pretty goo out there, though. I remember back when I was a kid watching Nickelodeon, and people getting slimed was like the big thing back then. And like honestly, like the slime was really cool. Even though it was not something you wanted to have happen because it was really messy, like the slime did look pretty awesome. Yeah, it's just a 1 minute time save. That's pretty good, Zekro. That's kind of okay, I guess. Do 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 do. Down we go. Alright, 28's the magic number. Let's see if we can beat this guy. Yep, he moves kind of slow. Good stuff. This guy moves kind of fast, though. I'm a little bit worried. Yep. That's alright, though. Not a big deal. Are you on this level in particular, Fat Panda, or are you referring to a different one? What's going on, Freaky? How you doing? Maybe we shouldn't ask. Maybe we don't want to know what the slime is made out of. There are some questions we probably just shouldn't ask. Oh, this one. Gotcha. What's up, Ecdysis? How you doing? It was vanilla pudding. Oh, interesting. I guess it was vanilla pudding with green food coloring, which is interesting. Alright, that guy's gonna go away, which is pretty nice. Alright, back we go. Get zapped on purpose. Now we go do this thing. Everybody and everything can be called Guy. That is what I believe, Zekro. We do not discriminate based on whether it's an object or a living thing. Glad you're doing all right, though, Ecdysis. That's good to hear. But yeah, the fact this vanilla pudding is awesome because then you can just eat it. Like, it's not a problem. It's very easy cleanup. Very easy cleanup at that point. All right, Cold Heart Crash. We'll see how this goes. Everyone is either a guy or a dude. Pretty much. Pretty much. They're very neutral terms nowadays. Not everyone can be the dude. Or the guy, for that matter. You might want to be the guy. But whether you actually are the guy or not is a totally different question. And I don't think that's for everybody. It's a tough lifestyle. Do. Not everyone can be the Bashi either. Definitely not. Definitely not. Speaking of a tough lifestyle, holy crap. Dude, the Bashi has to go through so much shit on a daily basis. You gotta be ready for it. Aw, man. That's okay. Whoa, hello. Can I break this box? There we go. Thank you. Not with a bang, but with a whoa! Sometimes it does. Oh, that's frustrating. That's annoying. Do. Well, hopefully not, Zekro. Nobody deserves an ending that way. Sweet, okay. The good news is that we didn't like lose a mask in the bonus or anything. We didn't have a mask anyway. So it's not a huge deal. Alright, yeah, no checkpoint. I almost got it by accident. We're not ready for that yet. I'm just gonna get these now, because I always like to have these completed by the time I come back around. What's up, Palm Tardy? Dude, if it was available, I would totally be down. But sadly it's not an option. But yeah, how's it going, by the way, Ham Tardy? That would definitely be very interesting, Zekro. That would be very interesting if they did. Talk about having a lot of spare resources as well. The amount of overhead it would take to support that many remakes would be pretty tremendous. Dude, let's freaking go, man. Let's freaking go. It ain't over yet, but but that's definitely one of the harder parts of the level taken care of. You get Boom Bang on the Switch? I mean, it was on the DS. It's only fitting that it would come out on a at least somewhat portable console. Well, it's kind of a speedrunning route of the intended route, Zekro, if you think about it, because we definitely could have done this in a totally different order, and thankfully don't have to. Doing okay considering finals are here? Oh, nice, Hamtardy. That means you're almost through. That means you're almost through with the school term. I can see why like it didn't happen, especially because, you know, I don't think they necessarily wanted to take out box duplication. I think the main reason why it's not there is because the game is programmed totally differently. You know, the game is just programmed on a totally different level. Am I going to any other upcoming events? Yes, Fat Pandas. The next event I'll be attending is TwitchCon, which is in Southern California. So I'll be down there in late October, and I'm super excited. I'm definitely super excited for TwitchCon. That's definitely going to be a first for me as well. Did anyone ever try box duplication? I think that was one of the first things they tried, Zekro. I think that was one of the first things they tried when the game came out. And then that was like immediately like, there is no box duplication. We're going to have to do Cold Hard Crash the long way. So I think that was one of the first things that people tried. Yeah, that was a pretty solid Cold Hard Crash. The one death in the bonus happened, but that was really good. That was really good. It is kind of interesting though to compare Hamtardi, because like when you think about 100% run, you expect to see the entire game, like nothing gets skipped, right? But it's just not true in Crash 2, because there are some parts of the game that you just don't see. And even with the Insane Trilogy, having to do Cold Hard Crash the proper way, having to do, or the intended way I should say, or having to do the Red Gem route in Snow Go as well, which we just totally skip in the original game. There's still aspects of that in this game. Like we still don't do the entirety of Sewer Later or Behaving secret routes, because you don't need to. You know, Death Abuse still works. Yeah, the muscle memory is already a challenge anyway, Zekro, because you know the movement mechanics being so different between each of the games makes a really big difference when it comes to when it comes to just playing the game in general. Like it is a night and day difference. Wow, I wasn't sure I was gonna survive that. You're stuck in Sewer Later trying to get all the boxes. Right at the end, are you having trouble finding and breaking boxes, or are you having trouble like just getting through the level? This level's time trial. Oh yeah, so many things have to go right in Behaving time trial. So many things have to go right. Like Crash 2 time trials. Whoa! Let's try that again. Crash 2 time trials are hard. Like they definitely are difficult. I remember when I did my first 102 run, you know, even though like I didn't really get too stuck on them, like I didn't really get brick wall by too many levels. It was definitely hard to get all of the relics. I definitely think it was harder on average than it was for Crash 1 time trials, for that matter. Just getting through the level? Okay. Yeah, you just gotta be patient when it comes to the flamethrower guys. Unless you have a mask where you can just kind of rush through anyway. Patience is definitely a virtue. Do 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 do. Do 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 bum 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 bum. Sweet. Not a bad Behaving. Oh, whoops. I think that was actually pretty clean for the most part. And I was going up against a best seg anyway, so there's like not going to be much room for me to save time here. Oh, that's unfortunate, Fat Panda. Hopefully you can figure out which one it is. And yo, IR Josh, how you doing? Almost done with Warp 4. Almost done Warp 4. And there's actually quite a bit of time to save in Warp 5 as well, for that matter. So there is, you know, there is definitely still a lot of room for improvement. And yo, Zymon, what's happening? Thank you for the good luck. That's good to hear, Josh. I'm glad you're doing well, by the way. So, Sitrep, it is 10:20 in the morning, and I'm already toasting. Like, it is already so hot in here. I'm hoping this doesn't cause problems. What's up, K-Dak? How are you doing? It is going to be kind of hot. I think it has been kind of hot over the weekend, and I think will be for the next... I think it's going to cool down, actually, starting tomorrow. Like, today is one of the hot days, but I think starting tomorrow it should cool down, which will be really nice. What's going on, Luke Base? How are you doing today? Where am I on the ladder for insane runs? It depends on the category, Tardy. It depends on the category. Some categories I'm higher up than others. Yeah, Irma looks pretty rough. Hopefully Irma misses the mainland, because that wherever it hits, it's definitely going to be pretty scary. On all of them. Speedrun.com. Speedrun.com is the best place to go for that. It can tell you much more accurately than I could at this point. There we go. Think about making eggs outside? Oh, really? Like, making eggs, like outside because it's so hot? Or something different? Autumn is in full effect in the UK. Chilly rain and pouring with rain. Yeah, it's gonna be like that here too. We've still got some more summer left, but I wouldn't be surprised if, like, by the end of the month we started having some chilly, rainy weather, which I would be fine with, honestly. It's actually, rainy days have been, like, super rare. Have been super rare in the summer, which I believe is normally true. Oh, I need to wait for this next cycle. It's normally true for this season, but I'm definitely hyped for some, like, cooler weather, especially because we don't have air conditioning. So, I'm gonna need nature to cool down before I can cool down. No! That's alright. Checkpoint's kind of close by. Oh, come on. He sniped me. He sniped me. Yes, there is Sonic, and it is scary. Like, even if you're not in the firing line, it's still just like, holy crap! Like, you know, what if this did happen to me? Oh no! I screwed up. Oh crap. Okay. All right, we gotta be careful, because right there I did not get the checkpoint before I tried the jump, and so I'm gonna have to do, like, extra backtracking to get to the jump. I totally forgot to hit that checkpoint. I was gonna say, when the UK did have a summer, freaky, it was, like, really hot. There we go. If that had worked the first time, then it would have been fine, but that's okay. Sometimes it's just not gonna work out that well. Whoops, there we go. There's a huge fire neighborhood. Was that in, Oh, where are you from again, Ecdysis? Because I just thought of... I thought of, like... I remember there being a fire... Oh, that's right. We don't need to go back here. That's right. LA? Oh, okay. Because I remember there was a streamer I follow from LA that had mentioned, like, all of a sudden, like, he was out somewhere in town, and they actually had to evacuate where he was at, and apparently there was, like, a huge, like, residential fire. I I was wondering if it was the same one or if it was something different. That was pretty crazy too. Not gonna lie. Cause I remember I was visiting a friend actually in New Jersey, and we were dead asleep, and I woke up. I woke up hearing a lot of sirens, and then I went downstairs to check it out, and apparently there was a house on there was actually like a house that was on fire 4 houses down. It was literally like 4 houses down, and oh come on. Dude, why does that happen? That was really scary, because if it wasn't contained quickly, you know, it definitely could have become their house too, or the house I was staying in. What's up, Smiling Indian? How you doing? How big was it exactly? Come on. Yo, this plant sucks. I can tell. I can tell. Like, why is that? It sucks too because, like, I can't just go there again, like, from the nearest checkpoint, because the jump to get back to this death route is pretty hard. So, like, you don't necessarily want to screw it up. There we go. You don't necessarily want to screw it up and then have to start, like, around the corner every time. So, like, you have to start at a checkpoint that's, like, farther away. You could be risky and skip it and try to get the first try jump and hope you just don't die. Excuse me. But yeah, that sucks. That's definitely a way I don't want to lose time. Because if I had gotten it the first try, we would have finished like almost a minute sooner. But it just wasn't meant to be. It just wasn't meant to be. Because like you can bounce off of the top of the plant, but when you body slam, your hitbox gets bigger, and then you actually just die because it thinks you hit the spikes. The biggest fire in LA history across the entire mountainside. Oh, wow. I didn't know it was that big. I heard it was pretty major. But wow, I didn't realize it was that big. Whew. You got away with one there, Fuzzy Monkey. That's for sure. Glad to hear everything was okay. Glad to hear everything was okay for you, at least. But yeah, that house next to you is really is definitely really scary too, because you know, that can very quickly spread. And the same house that I was telling you about earlier, the neighborhood had the houses pretty close together, and some of the houses immediately to like the left and right of the house that burned down did have some damage because of the heat from the fire, even though their houses didn't technically catch fire. And yeah, at least nobody was hurt. That's true. Not quite all of it, Freaky. Thankfully, it wasn't quite all of it. But, I mean, what are you going to do when something like that happens, right? You just gotta, like the third time I went there, I took the extra time to make sure that I was gonna body slam towards the center of the plant so that didn't happen again. And thankfully it worked. Yeah, that's definitely not supposed to be falling from the sky, Ecdysis. That is definitely not supposed to be happening. Oh, yeah, I need that. I do need that firefly. Hello, I need this one too. Thank you. Sometimes the fireflies can be hard to pick up. Not always, but sometimes. Yeah, I did not want to take any chances there. It is what it is, though. It is what it is, though, Freaky. You know, sometimes those situations do happen. It's all good. Definitely don't want them to happen, but it doesn't take away the fact that the run is pretty good so far. I can't complain with that. What's up, Gohan? Thanks for the good luck, buddy. PAX was amazing. It was an incredible event. Like, I'd never been to something like that before, you know, and it got to meet, like, a ton of awesome people, you know. People who make video games, other streamers, like Twitch staff. Like, it was an absolute blast to get to see and experience all the things. Like, it was like very positively overwhelming. There's just so much stuff to do and so many things to see. It's unbelievable. Whoa, that was really bad, potentially. Or I should say almost, because we're good now. And yo, what's going on, Ultra Stars? Thank you for the host, man. I appreciate it. If you can go to PAX or any sort of like gaming convention, Gohan, definitely go. It's amazing. And there's something for everybody too. Like there's big companies that come out, there's indie games, there's board games, like tabletop type stuff. You name it. Like if it's a game, it's there. It's so cool. And like it's like impossible to do everything, which is actually really cool. You would think that's bad because you're potentially missing out on something, but you know, it's definitely much better to have that sort of problem than it would be to have nothing to do. But yeah, it was definitely a treat to go, and I already can't wait for next year and for the next event that I'm going to, which will be TwitchCon. And I'm super excited for that because that's also going to be a new experience. You can watch streams except for on Monday. Oh, cool, nice, dude. I'm glad your schedule's worked out that way. That is very awesome, Ultra Stars. It isn't necessary evil to start up school again, but that's good. I'm glad that that part of your schedule works out well. Do 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 bum 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 ba da 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 dum. Oh, that's right. I don't need to do that, do I? There we go. I got a little bit concerned with how I needed to line myself up there, but it ended up working out just fine. Ended up working out just fine. I have missed that jump before though, and it is a bit annoying because I don't think that box is centered exactly, so depending on what angle you approach that jump, it's possible that you could just miss it. And that's definitely no fun. Dying in bonuses tends to be pretty costly in general. Yeah, it's getting better and better, Gohan. You know, definitely that's one of the good things about that is one of the good things about the mobile app is that it is getting better and better. Excuse me. Still need to do homework. Dude, there's always homework to do, Ultra Stars. That's like the biggest bummer of school. It's like there always seems to be like some type of homework to do, you know? Alright, engine. Let's see what you got for me. Hopefully not a thing. Hopefully not a thing and he'll cooperate. Ah, sweet. We got the fast left arm. This is what I think is fast left arm. Somebody may have done it faster, but normally if I can get it right after the laser, like, I'm pretty happy about that. Alright, that's gone. Got some solid hits on the right shoulder there. Yeah, I think the PS4 app definitely could use some work, Freaky. That is something that I don't use it on my PS4 currently because it's in the same place as my computer. But I definitely think the PS4 app could be better. Yeah, that's true. Like your first couple of weeks are not too bad, but then it starts to ramp up before you know it. It quickly becomes you know, it quickly becomes work. That's for sure. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how much of a priority they'll place on that. Because I think most people who would, I think the mobile app and desktop apps are probably the two apps that they would go for first. All right, solid boss battle. Definitely could have been a little bit faster with better, a better last cycle. And I think I lost some other extra time, even though I think it went well. So maybe it didn't go quite as well as I thought. As a interesting, yeah, I didn't really think it went super bad, other than the fact that I had to wait an extra cycle for the ending of the boss fight. The cool part is, though, that I do get these masks heading into Piston It Away, which is awesome. Embryo end? Yes, the timing for the run ends when you trigger the embryo cutscene. So I think that's a way to verify that you have 100%, and that way also you don't get 100% via relics. So it's basically to verify the run. Because the embryo cutscene only triggers when you have all the gems. Otherwise, you could technically get 100% by doing relics instead of gems, and although that would be slower, it's still against like the conditions of the run. Aw, man. Alright, Gohan, thanks for the good luck, man. I do appreciate it. I'm gonna channel all the positive vibes. Whoa, hello. Yeah, it isn't faster, but basically, like, you don't want the requirements to be up for interpretation. Like, the intention of Crash 2 100% is to be old school 100%. Kind of like, you know, Crash 1 all gems. Oops. That was technically a mistake to break the checkpoint there, but that's okay. If everything goes well, then I don't need it. So we just got to be careful when we enter the death route, and hopefully we can keep these two masks to give us some extra insurance. We'll be good to go. Do 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 do. What's up, Atlamia? How are you doing? Twist my arm? Who's doing that? That's not very nice. How's it going, though, Atlamia? Good to see you. Crash 3 74%. I don't know if it was interesting, like if it was like interesting and there was some variance in the route choices to make it so that you had options as to like how you needed to approach that, like how you needed to exactly get that percentage, or if it was a race and you're trying to do it on the fly, then that would be pretty interesting. Long term, I don't see a category like that being sustainable, but if there was some kind of variety to it, then definitely. Why not Crash 3 69%? I mean, I don't have a great answer for why not. You could always make it a thing. Ooh. That was a little scary to lose 2 masks like right away, basically. Good cycles. Ah, bad cycle. That's okay. Technically, it was bad timing by me, but the cycle wasn't as good as I thought it was. That's alright. I guess you could argue that, like, why not just finish the game if you're only going to go so far? Which kind of makes sense. Like, I could see that being a thing of contention. But it would be kind of something different, you know? And why not give it a shot, you know? If it doesn't work, or if it's kind of silly, then it is what it is. But hey, who knows? It could be really awesome too. The electric robots, they have a pretty small hitbox, Ultra Stars. If you hit them basically anywhere on the noodly part, then you'll probably die. And their center part is smaller than the original ones. The cool thing though, or I guess I should say the interesting thing about their hitboxes too is when they're transitioning from open to closed, it's pretty bad for you to try to skirt the line between, you know, being able to jump on them or being able to spin them, because once they're down, they have to basically fully relax into their position and take like a split second before you can actually hit them the way you're supposed to destroy them. I guess if you had the entire game available to you, Zekro, that might actually work out better. I think one of the problems with doing something like that is if you don't have all of the game available, then you're limited as to what you can do, because you have to unlock the rest of the levels. So if there was a way to have the entire game open, and available to you for level choices, then maybe that could be really good. Whoa, that was really close. What's up, David Chorvoth? How are you doing today? Yeah, I gotta just wait for this to come back. Yeah, I think you just want like the most freedom possible when it comes to that idea, Zekro. And you know, that's awesome, David. I'm glad you're doing well. That is good to hear. What's up, Mr. and Mrs. Wilson? How are you today? Down we go. Raw completion would be in percentage of the game and have races for raw completion. What do you mean by raw completion? Because raw seems like pretty open-ended. Yo, nice Ultra Stars. Congrats, man. These games are hard, and there definitely are a lot of like interesting hitbox properties when it comes to these games. That does make them hard. I missed a life. Oh, I thought I had a mask. That was dumb. Yeah, I went for that jump because I'm like, well, I have a mask if it goes wrong. But no, that was the wrong thing to do. Do as I say, not as I do, at least when it comes to that. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, we're good. Yo, 312 actually, I'm pretty excited about too, because I've never really done anything like that, like a super long, like, endurance category like that before. So I'm definitely really excited for it. Whoa. Sweet. Alright, well that actually, I got pretty lucky there. Like, that could have gone very badly. But I got super lucky. I did feel kind of weird about doing those type of things, David, when I first started speedrunning the Crash games a while ago. And, like, I totally feel you there. Like, you're missing lives, you're spinning away Wumpa Fruit. Like, it's something you would never do when you're playing through the game, you know, casually, as a completionist. It's almost like, it almost feels like sacrilege. I guess I could have gone, but I didn't really feel comfortable with trying to risk that. It would have been a total risk, no calculation whatsoever. There we go. That was a good spaced out. That's what we needed right there. Generating a number for gems and relics and some specific colored gems. Ah, it's a randomizer. It's a randomizer run. That would be freaking amazing, actually. Like random goals. Actually, like a bingo race too, Tomadine. And how are you doing, by the way? That is a good point. It does kind of sound like a bingo. Haircut didn't last too long. That's nice to hear, Jorge. Welcome back. And hopefully your haircut came out well, by the way. What about time trial runs? Oh, you basically just race through the time trials? That could be a thing, I suppose. That could totally be a thing. Don't like those cables. Be careful around exposed wires, children. There we go. Oh, checkpoint's up there. Do 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 do. Wow, that was kind of close. That was kind of close. Dude, crystals are impossible to pick up in these jetpack levels. There we go. There we go. I didn't know he liked them that much, David. I mean, I don't mean to deny the guy his kicks, but we're trying to go fast here. We're trying to go fast here, unfortunately. Think there's a bingo for Crash 3? I'm not aware of any bingo generators that exist, but that's really cool. If it were to happen. Like, bingo races are a thing for, like, your Mario games. Like, you have Zelda bingo. There's some Spyro bingo. I haven't seen something for the Crash games, but I would like to if it exists. Like, I think it's a really cool concept to explore. Crash 3 bingo. Okay, there we go. So, do you start that with like a new game plus type save, Tomadine, or is it meant to be started from a new game? I think one of the things that makes me curious about a Crash bingo is that like you don't have all the levels unlocked from the start. So you would have to have, it almost seems like you would have to have some kind of, like open game to make it so you have the most options available. Rip. I thought I could just keep slide spinning, but it doesn't work that way. And we're bareback. Before you know it, we're bareback. Anything is Rule 34 material, though. There are no exceptions. Or rather, I should say very few. Yo, Telecaster J, what's happening, man? Oh, PAX was incredible. Dude, so many things. So many things to do, people to meet. It was a awesome experience, and highly recommend you go to a PAX event in the future if you can. It was my first and certainly will not be my last. That was unbelievable. Like, it was definitely such a fun experience. Like, getting to play all these like new games, get to meet developers and streamers and, you know, Twitch staff, and, you know, it was great. Like, I just felt like I felt so special being there, you know. It's kind of weird to think about, but I just felt like really special while I was there, and that's awesome. All right, cool. We at least got the gem, so if something bad does happen, we only need to backtrack a little bit now. There we go. Yo, Mars!
Wow, I missed you.
Dude, I missed you too, man. Thank you for the 1,500 bits, man. That is a lot. I do appreciate it, buddy. Hope you're doing well today. Cool, we got all the items. Got all the items, we're out of here. And a nice gold split. So I will take that. What's up, Totally Not Andy? You did not. The blind race date moved because I went to PAX this weekend. So it is on the 10th. So it is this coming Sunday. Is when the blind race is going to happen, and the voting will be open for just a little longer. So it'll be open for like the next few days before we close the poll and we decide our blind race game. So I think on Friday we're going to close the poll and then actually decide the game. Finally got around to submitting your run. Nice, that's awesome. Well, thank you, Telecaster J. Dude, that means a lot, man. So yeah, you did not miss the blind race, Totally Not Andy. It is still to come. Want to see Witcher 3 Game of the Year Edition speedrun? Wait, how come? I'm not actually familiar with the Witcher speedruns, so you're gonna have to educate me a bit on how that goes. Unless you're being sarcastic, and it does take a long time. I still want to know regardless. Whoops. 180 hours? Yikes. That's like a week? Maybe like a little over a week? That's not so bad. Baten Kaitos 100% is over twice that. Oh, jeez. That's impossible to get that box. I swear. You gotta be like really far away from the nitros. The Witcher 10-year anniversary video? I did not. Did not see that. It takes twice Oblivion 100%? Apparently. I don't know if that has to do with the way it's defined or if it just takes that much longer. If like the game is bigger or there's just more to do. A week and a half? Because I know 4 days is 96 hours. So we're talking like, yeah, we're talking like 7 or 8 days, something like that. All right. No, I believe it, and that's probably one of the reasons why it was Game of the Year at that point, is because it was that good. Like, it was that good. Like, there was just so much stuff to do. I would definitely like to play through it one day. I think it would be really fun to go and play The Witcher 3 and just experience it for myself. I just haven't really done it yet. Game of the Year edition for The Witcher includes both DLCs. How big are those DLCs? Oh, I see. One of them is quite big. That's how you do DLCs. You have a great main game and then you just make it better. Like you just build on top of that. Except maybe Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, right? Atlamia. That game's pretty good too, and it might be close. I'm just kidding, of course. Apples and oranges. Nice. Now we just got to cancel a bunch of cutscenes. Cancel a bunch of cutscenes and then trigger another one, and that's it. Somehow got a gold split on Cortex boss battle, but I'll take it. I will definitely take it. It happened 2 months ago, Zekro. It's pretty good. I gotta say, I would highly recommend this to a friend. Or several friends in that case. Oh, Blood and Wine is pretty much the size of the core game. That makes a big difference when you add a whole game on top of the game. That does make a big difference. Okay. We don't do this category for like a really long time. Come back and just do the first run of the day, bang out a 5-minute PB. I mean, I'm not gonna complain with that. I am not gonna complain with that whatsoever. That's a huge improvement.